Some people have the idea that, okay, let's see what people did 1,000 years ago. We can repeat the good things they did. We can avoid their mistakes. But it doesn't work like this because the situation today is just too different from 1,000 years ago. So I don't think it's easy to learn lessons from history. The main motivation for me to study history is actually not to learn from the past, but to liberate ourselves from the past. We are born into a world shaped by past events, by past people. They shape not just the political situation and the buildings, they even shape our emotions, our relationships, our thoughts. That the religions, the ideologies, our thoughts are the result of fictions and mythologies and stories from hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago. And we think they are reality. We think it has to be like that. But when you study history and you understand how things developed and you understand the origin of various thoughts and myth and religions and ideology, you realize, no, it's not a law of nature. It doesn't have to be like that. We can wake up from this dream of the dead people and we can change. We can create a different world, a better world. For instance, many people for many years thought that women were inferior to men, and so women cannot be politicians. Women cannot be doctors. Women cannot even go to school, many people believed.
또 서당이가 도둑질 공부를 했단 말이냐? 그런 게야? 서당에 가지 말라 그렇게 일렀거늘.
얘가 어디서 말대꾸가 꼬박꼬박. 우리 집안에 대학 공부는 귀남이 하나로 좋냐. 여자가 공부 많이 해봤자 시집 보내기만 뻑셔지지.
That, I don't know, God said that women are inferior, or some God said that women shouldn't go to school, but that's not true. And once you study history and you understand, oh, actually, it's not a law of nature, it's just a story somebody invented, then you can be liberated from this story.
한 사람의 여성으로서 기존의 편견이나 관점에서 벗어나기 위해서 역사를 공부해야 한다는 이야기에 많은 공감을 했던 것 같아요. 특히 역사 공부의 목적이 교훈을 얻기보다는 해방되기 위해서라는 이 부분은 앞으로 살아가면서 역사를 대하는 제 마음가짐을 바꿔놓을 것 같습니다.
So you need a really big perspective to understand, to answer the big questions. Actually, you need to go beyond history. If you really want to understand the relations between men and women, then you also need to understand biology, which influences it. You need to understand psychology. You need even to look at other animals. And the other reason is to have a bigger perspective on present-day events. That to be, we are now flooded by enormous amounts of information. The last thing that you need is more information. And what you really need is the ability to kind of tie together all the little bits of information and create a big picture of the world as a whole. It will make it possible to focus of everything that now happens. What is really important?
그 책을 읽으면서 저도 많이 느꼈던 부분이거든요. 그러니까 지금 벌어지고 있는 일들 중에서 그냥 한 개 한 개 아주 작은 거, 구체적인 거 하나하나에만 집중해서 생각하다 보면은 큰 그림을 볼 수가 없는 건데, 사실 큰 그림을 보지 못하면 진짜 중요한 문제를 해결할 수는 없다는 말씀이시잖아요. 그거 역시 아주 먼 과거에서부터 우리가 어떻게 왔는지를 보면은 조금 더 지금 벌어지고 있는 일도 조금 더 넓은 시야를 가지고 볼 수 있을 테니까 그런 의미에서 통사적 관점이 중요하다. 맞는 말씀인 것 같습니다.
이스라엘도 비슷하겠지만 한국 역시 역사 교육이나 역사 공부는 아이와 어른에게 모두 어려운 문제거든요. 근데 연대기를 외우고 인물 이름을 외우는 것들은 학생들에게 그다지 흥미있는 주제는 아니기 때문인 것 같아요. 근데 하라리 교수님이 생각하는 역사 공부의 방법은 좀 어떤 게 있을까요?
As a historian, I'm really against teaching students to just memorize names and dates and kings and battles that happened centuries ago. And the kids often don't even understand what's the relevant. How is this related to my life? So I think the study of history should focus on big questions that show us the deep connection between the past and your life in the present. And by focusing on these kinds of things, I think the most important is to make the students understand that this is not some kind of dead facts. This is living. This is relevant. This is still shaping your life. You want to know why your life is the way it is? You need to understand the past.